How you guys feeling today? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Ooh, tired as hell, guys. This is definitely about to be a short live. It's definitely about to be a short live. And to be real with you, I didn't even feel like tapping in today. If you want to be completely honest, I didn't feel like hopping on live. I didn't know what day it was today, right? And it was tough. Last night was tough, man. Tough assignment. Just not getting off this job, bro. So I told myself I wanted to live stream after every shift until I'm done, right? Just so I can motivate you guys to pick up an extra shift. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have debt, but I want to motivate anybody out there who probably used their credit card during the holidays, fumble the bag, right? And show you guys what it's going to take in real time, HD, right? What is it going to take to change your life? So honestly, I was not in the damn mood at all. Monday morning, that's what it is, man. And I was charged last night, guys. When I tell you, like, it was a tough shift, and I was just trying to get my job done so I can get up out of there, man. I was not trying to see management, but nope, I seen them guys. Right? You know when you tired as hell after your work shift and you see management going, hi, how are you, Shannon? Woo! Yo, man, tired as hell, man. I was not in the mood. But yeah, man, chopped it up with them, made sure everybody's straight. That's it, man. But you guys, you better be safe out there, guys, right? Wash your hands, wear a mask. Something's out there, man. Something's really out there. I don't know what the heck it is, but it's definitely out there. So I just keep myself as safe as possible, you know what I mean? And honestly, I'm gonna do my little treatment I give myself to help my sinuses. I like to put Vicks under my nose. Clears me up. Hey, good morning, Bill. Bill Washington, 2014. Good morning, how you feeling? Monday morning. Just got off the work shift. Bill, I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't feel like making this video today, but I told myself I have to show up. You know what I mean? I've been listening to a lot of motivational speakers and whatnot. And you know, it's easy day one when you want to be motivated, but staying motivated is tough, man. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna show up anyways, man. All right, show up anyways, and just, you know, because I got nothing to lose. I'm hungry. Sometimes I feel like I be talking about the same shit every day, but you know what? That's what success is. Success is doing the same thing every day, one brick at a time. You feel me? Brick by brick by brick. You know, there's a saying that goes, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? So it's just gonna take repetition. Me showing up to this job, me living below my means, right? Me paying off debt, me saving and investing. And it's not just me, right, guys? I come on this live stream so that it could be we. I want it to be we. I want it to be us, you feel me? So let me see what the chat's saying, man. So we got, my bro goes, Fritz, how are you, bro? How was your shift last night? Mike here from New Jersey. Oh my gosh, man. My shift last night was crazy, man. I was charged. It started off good. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be good, man. So when you're charged, you know, you have to delegate the breaks. You got to see how the admission's going. You got to, you know, speak to supervision and whatnot. So like, I made sure everybody's assignment was good. Everyone's cool. You know what I mean? Sent everyone on break. But I didn't send myself on break till the end. I told them, hold on. I still need to get a damn break. I'm on day 12, man. Right? I still need a break, but I wish I didn't take that break because I ended up like leaving very late because my patients wanted to act up last minute. You know how it goes, man. You trying to give a report and all you hear is and you look, man, that was your patient. Now you got to change that patient when you're done giving a report, man. You got a patient trying to hop out of bed, whatever the case may be. I don't know, man. When I was in step down, like when you have patients that could like, I like patients who could talk. I like working all these different type of units, but like in the ICU, I'm not gonna say it'd be cool. I'm not gonna say it's cool, but like sometimes when the patient is like sedated, it gives you a chance to really lock in and do what you gotta do, you feel me? But when you have patients that's talking sometimes, and you know, I love to talk to my patients, but sometimes, man, it depends, man. If they psych patients, bro, I'd rather intubate a patient any day. But yeah, man, I made sure all these girls was happy, man. You know what I mean? I got my charge pay, my little extra charge pay. Everybody's happy. It is what it is. I'm leaving late. And I have one last night tonight, right? Are you guys on your way to work? Anybody here work nights? What do you do for a living, right? Tap in with me, baby. You don't gotta be a nurse to tap into the channel. If you guys are just tuning in, do me a favor, right? Double click, right? Double click the thing. I told you guys I gotta get more desperate and hungry, begging for likes. And, you know what I mean? Because what it does, man, it alerts people that we have something going on here, man. You feel me? And let people know what we got going on here, baby. So let me just make sure I read the chat on tapping what you guys saying. You're always keeping it real, bro. Guys, listen, man, I'm just like you, right? I'm just like you guys. Like I'm gonna continue to talk, but charge nurses more responsibilities. I'm a tech in the hospital. Facts. So you already know. So like you gotta make sure your tech gets breaks. And honestly, last night we didn't have a tech. So I had to go around helping everybody, man. Change, like literally helping everyone change. Because, you know, I'm not going to say how they use the male nurse, man, but they're like, Gabriel! Oh, yeah, all right. Here I go, man. My back is on fire right now, man. Alex, good morning, Fritz. I'm grinding with you. Hey, shout outs to everybody who's been on this grind. Because the one thing I noticed me coming on this live, there's been a few people who said, you know what, I'm about to pick up too, right? I noticed somebody said, hey, I'm on day 6 out of 7. All right. I have a couple other people that says, man, I've been picking up more too because you have. Guys, my job is done. That's what I wanted. You feel me? That's what I wanted to do to motivate you guys. If you guys notice, I haven't been dropping much videos lately, man. Okay. I'll be completely honest with you. Like, I haven't been dropping much videos because, guys, at this point, I have to pick a fucking side, bro. And I'm not even trying to get turned up, guys, but I got to pick a side. Because if you look at my content, right, keep it a band with me, keep it a buck double. YouTube loves struggle content, right? Now, I make reaction videos, okay? But one day, I just got tired because it's one thing when you make reaction videos, right? And you're not in a struggle and you're reacting to it, you're giving your advice and you're giving your, you know, your thoughts and everything like that. But it hits different when you have your own problems, right? And you're reacting to somebody else's problems, man. I'm like, yo, I got to make a choice. What side do I want to be on, man? Because I'm not just trying to be dropping, you know, struggle content forever, bro. It's cool, man. Guys, you get the 1,000 views, you know what I mean? YouTube will send you a check, bro. But after a while, man, that check is not going to pay for your insurance. You know what I mean? It's not going to pay the bills every month. I'm not saying YouTube won't pay you, you know, but like I can't put I'm not trying to violate YouTube because honestly, I love coming here talking to the community, but I'm just being honest with you guys in regards to content creation, right? Just as a content creator. There's a lot of things that I do, right? I talk about the economy. I'll talk about the state of the economy. I was about to make a video talking about Venezuela, guys, but after a while, man, I was like, man, I got bills up my ass, man. Right now is the time for me to grind. I gotta be selfish, right? I gotta be selfish, guys. If you have any debt in your life, right? And let's say you want to get into content creation or whatever your dreams is, if you want to start a business, whatever the case may be, man, you have to be selfish this season, right? Especially, guys, if you're a big back, listen, man, it's between me and you. I'm a big back too, man, right? Wifey be coming up to me, man. She be getting me tight. She be trying to push my shoulders together. Trying to say my back is guys, we gotta lock in, man. We gotta be selfish this season, man. January 1st, bro, we gotta lock in, baby. So I'm locking in right now, guys, and I'm just trying to see what debt I have and how fast can I get rid of it. Because these next 5 years is crucial, guys. All right, let's be honest, man. Even for YouTubers, like, we're cooked. AI, I don't even know what's real or fake. Now, guys, it's awesome. All you got to do is be real and be yourself on YouTube, and you'll be just all right, because there's so much like AI and automation and stuff like that. I don't know what's real, but if you notice, man, they're getting views. Like, I was watching a video the other day about Charlie Munger. He's teaching me how to invest. I'm like, hold on, isn't this nigga dead? Charlie Monk, God, it was his voice in everything, man. They don't care, bro. They could recreate your favorite celebrity. They could create a bunch of people's faces, man, and it's only gonna get better. Okay, we already know AI is taking over jobs. All right, I made videos about that, and a lot of nurses are comfortable because we're like, oh no, they're not gonna take over anything in nursing. I'm telling you right now, man. Okay, the medical field, bro, it's a business. If they could find a way to automate and save money, right, and lay your ass off, because imagine they have to pay all these doctors, nurses. Every day we want to strike. Every day we trying to ask for more money. These AI robots, man, they don't get sick, right? They don't ask for money, right? I ain't trying to throw no shade, man, but they ain't twerking on TikTok. You feel me, man? They I mean, some of them are, if you program them to. But like, what I'm trying to say is, man, these next 5 years, I don't know what technology is gonna do. So I just want to make sure I'm in a position where, you know, I'm capitalizing off of them, you know, and I'm on that winning side. I don't want to be on that losing side, man. And we're gonna talk about that, but I want to make sure I'm reading the chat because this is an engaging conversation we're having here. All right. So boom, boom, boom. All right. So, okay. So Marlboro Live goes PCA Tech 11 to 7. Hey, that's not easy, man. 11 to 7 shift. Shout outs to you. Bill Washington goes, I'm retired, single, and live in Georgia. Shout outs to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in. Especially the people out there who's already retired. You feel me? You guys definitely be throwing a lot of gems my way. I truly appreciate the wisdom you guys give me, and that's why I come here too a lot of times, because I just want gems from y'all. I take your gems, then I make videos off of it, and I make it sound like it came from me. Right? Listen, man, my audience, my community, man, I really appreciate you guys for whatever advice you guys give me. You guys keep me motivated, man, especially when you guys tell me that you know what I mean, you pick up an extra shift or you paid off a debt. That really hypes me up. Let me plug in my phone so that this way I don't die on y'all. All right, love my work, bro. Gotta run. Hey, yep. Get to work, guys. Hey, listen, I don't want to hold you guys, man. Right? If you guys are at work, man, throw an AirPod in, whatever the case may be. This show is not gonna be too long. Anyways, it's just really some morning motivation, man. It's Monday morning, top of the week, right? Let me just make sure I'm just checking in on everybody, right? Acknowledging everybody here. If you had to choose only one and could never have the other, would you take $2 million invested, earning $200,000 a year, or hold up, or what? What's the ultimatum? What if you had to choose only one and could never have the other? Would you take $2 million invested, or is it earning $200K a year? I mean, listen, I'd rather take that $2 million invested, bro. I'd rather take that $2 million invested, man. Working as a nurse in New York, you could run up $200K a year easily. All right, but you're gonna have to work your ass off. I'd rather have that money sitting there, right, in the S&P 500, you know, living off of the interest, and then I could earn 100 grand a year. I could earn 50 grand a year. I don't care. I could do a lot with that $2 million. I live off of whatever the interest is. So yeah, definitely the $2 million invested is my answer, man. Or be a nurse. Or be a nurse, man. $2 million invested or be a nurse. You guys, you putting me in a tight spot, nigga. Yo, why would you do that, gang? Why would you do that? Like, you mean I can't be a nurse at all? First of all, I'm pretty sure you guys would beat my ass if I didn't take that $2 million. You guys would honestly, yo, hold on. Y'all want me to just sound like some next, oh, Florence Nightingale would be so proud of me. I would be a nurse. Hey. I love what I do. I love what I do. I told you guys I got into nursing because I was my father's primary caretaker. I took care of him for 10 years, way before, you know what I mean, way before I even became a nurse, you know what I mean. It's me taking care of him and, you know, advocating for him and fixing his meds is what got me into nursing. But you mean to tell me, if you were to offer me $2 million, my nigga, or be a nurse, who's quitting? I'm not quit. Listen. I'll quit, right? I'll quit and I'll start my own thing, bro. I'll start my own thing. I'll hire nurses. Y'all can work for me. Cause ain't no way in hell, bro. Yo, hey guys, am I wrong? What would y'all do? Let me know in the chat, man. What would y'all do? I need y'all to stop lying and just be real with me, man. I'm not about to just make it sound good. Oh, I'd be a nurse, man, to please the board of nursing. No, I don't know. That's a tough question, bro. Hopefully I answered it right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Gavin Newsom, 2028. Kamala Harris, 2028. Hey, look, you know what's great about me, man? I'm Haitian, man. So when it comes to politics, I'm not biased at all, man. I don't even know who my president is. You feel me? So honestly, man, I'm just trying to run it up in this country, man. You know what's the new American dream, bro? Having no debt and getting the heck up out of America, gang. Right? And I'm not saying get it like me, guys. I wish, bro, Haiti didn't have so much violence so that this way, you know what I mean, I could live it up there, bro. Like, if I could live stream, right, and show you guys, right, how I was living in Haiti, gang, it would have been crazy, man. Would have showed you what we have going on there, man. But it's not safe at all, man. But when it comes to politics, like, I'll be real with y'all, man. I do read on both sides. I read what the Democrats got to say. I read what the Republicans got to say, because we're united at the end of the day. And I know people will say we're divided, whatnot, but you know what? I will hit you with a spiritual quote, right? We're all brothers and sisters in Christ, right? We all are. We're all humans. You feel me? I'm telling you that right now. When I do my assessment, I do my assessment on everybody. So I'm open-minded to learning about whatever, bro, because I'm actually doing a lot of studying in regards to politics and economics, because I just like to learn, man. So yeah, let me just keep reading, man. And if you guys are wondering why my nose looks like this, I put Vicks on. Vicks is my morning crack, bro. It really opened up your sinuses, you feel me? So let me see what y'all talking. I just want to keep up with what everyone's saying, man. 5 years and I will definitely be retired. Hey, Marilyn, what's stopping you? Oh, at this point, because honestly, after we spoke yesterday on that live stream, Marilyn, like, I'm so excited to get rid of this mortgage. I'm so excited to get rid of this mortgage, guys. And guys, if you guys have any debt right now, right, like, I'm gonna continue to address everybody here. I just want to say good morning, everybody. I want to make sure that I say what's good to everybody here. Let me just read through this really quickly, man. Hello, hi. I want to be a helicopter first responder. That's what's up. I feel bad for the people who got back to school. Zetsi. I want to be a first responder. I'm a railroad worker. I'm a marine biologist. LOL. Take the $2 million. It's a job, bro. Super zest. All right, whatever, gang. You pulled off being trans. I can barely tell. Hey, yo, bro. All right. You pull off being. I'm taking that $2 million. I make that money for me. LOL. Haiti is awful. Always has been. Dang, fam. Yo, Jackie, I appreciate you though for the engagement, brother. I really do, man. Newsom would ruin everything like he did. Oh, snap. All right, y'all better not start. I mean, y'all better not start beefing with each other like a whole bunch of Bloods and Crips in the chat, man. Because I don't know what y'all talking about with y'all politics. I still like working 2 days a week. Hey, so that's what's up. So let's get back to that. All right, Marilyn, you keeping me focused. I appreciate you. So being able to work twice a week, right? So working as much as you want because you choose to, bro, like, let's lock in, right? Let's tap in, because this is what I was thinking about, right? What's the greatest expense in anybody's budget? It's where you live, right? Laying your head at night, whether that's a rent or a mortgage. That's why a lot of people right now is working their ass off, okay, Monday morning. And the way it is, right, they tell us, oh, you got to get a big house, a nice house, four cars, whatever the case may be, right? You got to get the big old mansion, McMansion, right? But all that does is it leaves you with a gigantic loan, bro. Leave you with a gigantic loan that you don't own, the bank own, okay? So I'm just looking at nursing, bro, and I truly love it because I get to take care of people. And I know you said that whole $2 million or being a nurse, bro. Now that I think about it, man, like the amount of money you could make within nursing and the money you could invest within a amount of years, I think that I actually gave y'all the wrong answer. To be honest with you, I think I gave y'all the wrong answer, man, because let me give you guys an example, man. Let's say you did everything right, like, how it was back in the day. You went to school K through 12, graduated, right? And then you went to college, did a quick a community college program for 2 years. You got your associates in nursing. Okay. At this point where you're like, what, 22 years old? Let's say you run it up. I don't know where you're working at. Let's say you're working New York or California. If you're working in California, man, you're definitely making a bag, right? So you're working in California, you're making 150 to 200 a year, and you just invest, right? You invest. Let's say you max out your 401k. This year, to max out your 401k is 24,500. And let's say you invest more, right? You try to invest 25% of your take-home pay. Guys, if you do that and you only work 3 days a week, right? You start at the age of 22 to 65. I'm pretty sure you can be worth way more than $2 million, bro. I see all these new nursing students, man. Like, whenever they send somebody with me to orient me, first thing I do is, I send their ass to HR. I'm like, listen, go down and start contributing to your 401k. I'm not gonna be talking to you about none of this stuff. First, go downstairs, make sure you're contributing to your 401k. Because that's the cheat code right there. Like, some people say, oh, be a doctor, be a doctor. Cool, I get it. You'll make a lot of income. But you got to think about the schooling. You got to think about the time, right? By the time you graduate and finish with your residency, you're going to be about 35, okay? And what do y'all tell me, right? Don't time in the market beat timing the market. So if you're 22 years old and you're maxing your 401k, or let's say you live at home with your parents, let's say you don't move out. Let's say you don't buy a new car, right? 22 years old, didn't buy a new car, live at home with your parents. You know what I mean? You can still go on trips, but you decided to invest 50K a year for the next 7 years until you're 30 years old. It's up. It's up, man. So, yeah, man, definitely, man, I would definitely have to choose nursing, man. I won't take back my answer, bro. But that 2 million, actually, I'm lying, bro. If you were to put that 2 million in front of me, I don't think I'd take it back immediately and be like, wait, give me my nursing license. No. Oh, shit. All right, so let me keep reading what the chat's saying, man. So that's just some ideas, man. Guys, the trick really is trying to free yourself from any debt that you have so that you can have ownership of your life. Because like Marilyn said, man, like, look, she could work 2 days a week. I remember not too long ago, this time last year, when I was done paying off my consumer debt, my wife and I, right, we paid over 300K worth of debt. It took over 4 years for us to do it. You guys might not know me. For the new people who just happen to scroll on this, she's a nurse as well who works in ICU too. Before we had kids, man, we busted our ass together as a team, right? Got rid of our debt, and I'm so happy we did that. Because if we didn't do that, guys, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Because look, I thought my mom would be able to watch my child for me. You know what I mean? I thought her mom would be able to watch. No, that's not the case, bro. And daycare in New York, bro, is expensive, guys. Super, super expensive. So we had no choice. Like, if we didn't do that, man, if we didn't get consumer debt free at that time, we would have been shit out of luck. All right? Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat my story, right? We all know I'm back in debt right now. But I'm still able to, make enough income, thank God, for nursing to manage the bills myself, right? And that alone is a blessing, because my son have his mother. And guys, these are all things that you can do when you eliminate your debt, right? I'm telling you what's possible. I've experienced it, man. Going from full-time to part-time and not needing to work every day. It's a good feeling. When you go back into the job, everyone's stressing, everyone's pissed the fuck off and miserable. You know what I mean? You're chill, bro. You're chill, man. It just be a good time, right? The sex hit different, too. When you ain't got no debt, the sex hit different, guys. I'm telling you guys that, bro. You ain't thinking about the bills. You ain't worried about that shit. You out here clapping cheeks and whatnot. And then, wife is saying, oh, man, the light bill. Oh, crap, my student loans. Oh, Biden, you gonna take that back? Nah, man. Guys, man, I'm not even trying to make jokes about it. But it really hits different when you don't own nobody, nothing, and you're completely debt free. That's how we gotta be, man. So let me tell you, yo, I don't give a fuck what anybody says talking about, oh man, super zesty. My zesty ass is still gonna get it by all means, man. Whatever anybody say, man, I gotta get out my comfort zone. I'm gonna show up here. I gotta motivate somebody, bro. I'm even trying to motivate my trolls, gang. Because I'm getting it out the mud and I'm showing you guys exactly how I'm doing it, right? I'm working a regular job, bro. A regular job, but I'm also, diversifying into social media, right? Using YouTube. And I'm showing you guys how I'm building a new stream of income, how it was able to help me pay for my bathroom loans, right? How I was able to use YouTube to pay for my mortgage 4 months out of 12 last year. Everything I'm saying is, yo, listen, I'm saying this not as a brag, not as a boast, but to say it's possible, guys. It's possible. Look at the people in the chat who retired, bro. Look, there was this one person, I don't know if you guys heard of Mr. Money Mustache, when he first created the FIRE movement. If he didn't share his story, man, the world wouldn't know about it. The world wouldn't know about the whole 4% rule, okay? If Dave Ramsey didn't share this knowledge, man, so it's like, there's a lot of people in the chat on the internet who've done it already. So, like, I love coming here no matter what, guys, and I read everything, guys. I don't sugarcoat anything. I like to read everything, man. Look, for example, let me read what the chat's saying. Tell us about your transgender lover. Yo, yeah, crazy, bro. I don't know, man. Yo, you see that, bro? All I gotta say is, man, I'm married, bro. I'm married. But back in the day, bro, don't leave your chick around me. All right, zesty and all. Don't leave her around me, gang. That's all I gotta say. So that's it, man. All right, let me keep reading the chat. You guys got a vagabonzo here just reading these chats, bro. And honestly, what if my boss is on this live? I'm unemployed. What the fuck am I gonna do? Nobody wants to hire me now. Woo! Shout outs to the people, man, who got laid off. Shout out to the people who don't have a job, who wants to listen to everything that I'm saying, right? You guys come on YouTube. You guys hear the advice. You want to do it. And you can't do it, all right? You got to make your own job. For real. They don't want to give you a job, make one. I know it sounds crazy, but like, hey, I've been able to technically make a job by, coming here on YouTube, using as therapy, talking with people. Now, does it pay? Like, I'm telling you, if you work this thing, you can get paid a handsome amount, right? It really depends on the hustle you have, okay? But using technology is where it's at. I don't know if you guys watched. I watched this convention. I think Elon Musk and I think the CEO of NVIDIA was saying how in a few years no one's gonna have jobs, bro. Working is gonna be unnecessary. Now, when you see these billionaires are getting together, they talking about these things, man. Deep down, I believe them a little bit. I definitely do. And as technology advances, I'm telling you, these jobs, bro, corporate, they're gonna continue to lay people off. They don't care about your family. They don't care about your health insurance. All that, what am I gonna do shit? They don't care about that, guys. You see record-breaking profits, man, in the stock market. But that comes with a price. They done laid off thousands of employees, man. I always wondered, because they make it sound like you're just a statistic, like you're just a number. But these are people who have families, people to feed, food to put on the table. These are people who have, you know what I mean, who ends up getting sick and no longer have health insurance and ends up in the ED. And then I end up taking care of them, man. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. So this is why I'm learning about economics, politics, because like I want to know like the whole thing. Like, how is it working? You feel me? Because like I want answers. But the one thing I can tell you is everybody right now, right? is investing in AI. But in order to invest in AI, right? In order to invest in the future, because just how when the internet just came out, right? You have to be in a position where you're able to invest. You can't invest if you're in debt. I mean, yes, you can technically. Okay, invest up to the match of your whatever 401k is what I recommend. Like me and Dave Ramsey, we don't agree on that part. Like I would at least invest up to the match of your 401k. Then I'll get rid of any high interest that I have. But the point I'm trying to make is, you want to put yourself in a position where you have no debt and you're able to invest, so that this way, when these companies, continue to grow and AI gets even crazier and they start to take over jobs, you're on that winning side. Because we can't stop it at this point, guys. My therapist is ChatGPT. Who used ChatGPT for everything here? I don't know, man. It's like tough to stop at this point, man. But let me keep reading what the chat is saying. Marilyn goes, Dave Ramsey's my hero, but he hate leftovers. Facts. My chart notes are reviewed by AI. Yep. Yo, seriously, guys. Like in the hospital, it's crazy. You do X-rays, man. You think a radiologist is reading your thing. AI is reading it, guys. They're trying to implement AI in these charts, and I see it, man. And I think about my son. I think about, because you guys know I have one on the way, right? I think about my future daughter, or I don't know if I'm having a boy. I'm telling y'all, man. Right, we're gonna have a whole gender reveal party right here on this live stream, guys. At this point, we locked in like this, man. And guess what? I need all my trolls. I need all y'all to show up too, man, because you were here in the beginning, man. Chamber Hilton, yeah, you have to pull up, right? You're invited. Everybody's invited still, man. Because like we about to have a gender reveal party right here on this live stream. But the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know what the future holds, so I gotta bust my ass for my kids, man. For my kids, I don't know how what AI is gonna do, but I want to make sure that I have assets, right? That's providing me, that's gonna provide me with that lifestyle that I can provide for my family, man. That the one that my family deserve, man. So that's why I'm working like this, man. We have one more night left, man. Day 13, right? So my heart goes out to the people who don't have a job once again, but don't just sit here and be like, I don't have a job. Use ChatGPT, okay? Use ChatGPT. Like, listen, man, you could ask ChatGPT what business can you create, right? Like, ChatGPT will literally teach you. Like, yo, I'm inspired, man, by this nurse named Nurse Jeffrey. I always talk about him on my show. Like, I think a lot of nurses are inspired by him at this point, man. But then it's like, because he sold the ebook that helped nursing students, whatever the case may be. But then I asked ChatGPT, how can I create an ebook? ChatGPT gave me a good script and everything and all this stuff. I'm like, damn, shit, I'm about to sell my ebook too. Guys, ChatGPT can build you an app. Like my thumbnails, I've been implementing AI into my work and it's been saving me a lot of time. So I'm not going to fight the technology. I'm going to use this technology. If I didn't have a job right now, man, I'd be locking in. You guys already know we have my YouTube studios. It's on the work right now. It's on the way. I'm going to show you guys the reveal once I'm done building it completely. But I'll be locking in. I'll be on TikTok. Because, man, honestly, man, I would hate to be a TikTok beggar. But my sister the other day, she showed me these people on TikTok. I don't know what it is, guys, right? They're doing whatever challenges, but they getting bank, bro. They getting bank on. You think they doing nonsense at their house, bro? You see little gifts flying on the shit. Next thing you know, they getting thousands of dollars, bro. Like, guys, like technology, guys, I spend a lot of time on my phone, right? And I try not to. With the whole screen time thing, that's one of my New Year's resolutions. But it's hard because I'm a YouTuber. But the point I'm trying to make is think about the world, right? Everybody's like this. If everybody's like this, man, I told myself, I gotta find a way to get a piece of that pie. I don't want to just be a consumer, you know what I mean? I gotta be a producer. So if I was to not have a job right now, I'll try to find out how I can get into selling stuff, right, on Amazon. I'll try starting a drop shipping business, all from scratch. I'll do gig work, right? I tell people I do haircuts, fuck up a couple haircuts, you know what I mean? And then after that, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to run away because they want to catch a fade. I don't know, man, but I do whatever, man. Like that's what you guys gonna have to do. But let me make sure I'm reading what you guys are saying. Dan Emmons goes, Grok is even better than ChatGPT. Oh, say less, man. I'm about to hop on Grok then. Is Gabe really in debt? Hope your day is going well, brother. Men's Talk Show, bro. I took the debt out in front of you. So my debt that I have, right? So I do have assets, guys. I do have assets, but I did take on a loan, right? I took on a loan for my bathroom. Okay. You guys probably don't know if you guys just happen to hop on this live stream. My bathroom had mold in it. All right, my bathroom had mold in it. Now, I had a choice. Do I sell my investments? And you know what I mean? All the investments that I've been working hard for years to pay for that emergency. Because at the time, I didn't have a really big emergency fund. I had a small emergency fund, and I had just finished paying for my HVAC system. It was about $16,000, right? I never really keep a huge emergency fund because I watched a video that said nurses don't need a big emergency fund. Since we have a stable job, right? They say, oh, if you're a nurse, it's easy to get another job if you lose your job, yada, yada, yada. They said, all you need is a 3-month emergency fund because, your career is flexible and by the time you lose your job, you find another one. Yeah, man, that's not true, bro. Right now, I should have aimed for a 1 year's worth emergency fund because it put me in a tough spot. Do I use my investments that I've been building up or do I take on a loan? Bro, I took on a loan. I took out a loan, right? And another thing was that you guys don't know, around the time where my wife had a miscarriage, we needed a bigger car. Okay. She used to drive this bad boy right here. This is an X2, right? I have a convertible, I have an X2, and I have a RAV4. She don't like the RAV4. She don't like it. She called it a death trap. So if we're gonna have 2 kids and you want to put strollers in the back seat, I'm like, man, it's not gonna fit. So I'm leasing some next nice big old new Grand Highlander, bro. It's a Toyota. Toyotas are reliable cars. And I said, I want that car anyways for my family car. I'm into cars. And, Dave Ramsey said it. If you get a car that's not 50% more than what you, of your yearly pay, whatever, your take-home pay, it's all right. Just pay it off in 2 years. So whatever. That's my rationale. I took out a lease, loan, whatever for that car. So yeah, man, I do honestly have debt, bro. I'll be straight up with you. Okay. If worst case scenario and I wanted to get out of debt, bro, that would be possible. But I'm not about to sell whatever I've been working on my entire, 20s. Because it took a lot of sacrifice, gang. It really did. So I'm pausing right now. I'm not investing in my 401k. Okay. I'm telling you guys to, right? But I invested a good amount already between my brokerage and 401k where I could pause for a little bit. Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you guys right now is investing is what's going to save us, man. Having assets is what's going to save us. But if you have debt, bro, like guys, in your wealth building journey, paying off your debt's the hardest thing. Like me and my wife, paying off that 300k was the hardest thing, guys. I barely had a chance to drop the dick off, gang. All right. I had no time to do nothing. Me and my lady, we was just working. And then once we got, once it was our honeymoon, gang, man, it was like twilight. It was right after the honeymoon, man. She got pregnant, guys. It was right after the honeymoon, man. Because we were just so locked in. We wanted to be debt-free so bad. So, like, having a kid really did change the whole thing. And I don't know if you guys watched the interview I did with Anthony O'Neill. He said it, man. He said, yo, don't have a kid yet. Don't have a kid yet. But I did it anyways, right? But I don't regret my son. I don't regret it. It just prolonged the journey. But, when I think about it, I wanted to pay off my mortgage, bro. I wanted to get rid of the debt. But you know what, guys? Life will happen. You just got to roll with the punches. And now I think it happened for a reason because I get to do this journey with you. I wasn't on YouTube back then. I didn't know nothing about that, right? I was just locked in and focused by myself. Now I have a community. Now I have people all over the world watching me, bro. We're doing it together as a team. It's up. You feel me, man? So honestly, God, I'm at the point where I want to motivate my trolls, gang. Because I don't want no broke trolls, talking to me like that. You feel me? You got to at least have some money in your pocket. You feel me, gang? So I'm going to make sure you get your money right, too. If you stay along, man, it's up for everybody, guys. I want to motivate every single body here, man. It's a Monday morning. Pick up an extra shift. Guys, when you get to the job, don't forget your coworkers, they're not your friend, right? Keep some of your business to yourself, guys. And it's tough for me because right now they're playing this video in HR, right? They live streaming the shit in HR, right? But for you guys, let me tell you something, man. Keep your business to yourself. Don't tell nobody that, oh, I'm on a debt-free journey. Yeah, I'm reading Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover and I'm about to change my, no. Keep it low key, guys. Head down, grind, right? Pick up these shits and that's it, baby. But let me keep reading what the chat is saying. Yo, AI is taking over. We got to destroy our phones and the robots. Yo, you must be high as hell, man. You about to like start breaking phones and whatnot, gang. Start what? And fighting robots. I don't think we're there yet, bro. But I feel like we're about to get there, bro. I feel like Elon Musk wants us to get there, especially with these robots. Our Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and Spark. You can pull 200 daily doing that if you're a hustler. Don't sleep on it for cash flow if you're out of work. You see that? Guys, thank you everybody in the chat who's giving me ideas too to answer these questions. Some people be asking me questions on the spot. Thank you for anybody who has my back answering this stuff. Wait, let me go back up. Yeah, that's a really good idea, man. Gig work, don't sleep on it, man. Don't sleep on gig work, baby. Bill Washington goes, the stock market is supported by the printing press of the Federal Reserve. It's heavily manipulated by those who are in the know. The Fed's off the working class. Hey. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at me not reading right in public, man. Reading at a 3rd grade level. They feed off the working class. Yo, I watch this YouTuber. He talks about like the working class and like he wears glasses. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he really like opened my eyes in regards to like the 9 to 5. And guys, there's only really 2 classes, bro. It's the working class and it's like the ultra wealthy or the wealthy people, right? Now, that's why I said, man, becoming debt free is the new rich. That's the closest thing it's gonna feel like, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna have control of your time. You're still gonna have to deal with inflation and all these different things, man. But like, yeah, I'd rather be on the side where I'm looking at the stock market is getting, you know, manipulated and all these things, man. At least I could be like, hey, my money's getting manipulated. If you're in debt and you don't have no money invested, who cares if it's being manipulated, if it's being flipped, whatever it is, man. You're not even invested. You know, you got to get yourself invested, man. So at least this way, this could even apply to you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm talking to other people out there who be like, I don't trust it. What's that? What? I don't trust that. No, I'm not putting money in that. Nah, man, you guys can't be like that, man. But yes, do I agree with you? I definitely do think that the stock market, there's definitely the inside trading that goes on, right? We all know that, man. As soon as you start working for the government, you're rich. We all know that in crypto, there's a lot of manipulation. I get it. Yes, we live in a capitalistic country, but there's a lot of greedflation that be happening too, right? But you know what? I just got to get my piece of the pie, man, and go to Haiti, gang. That's it. Let me keep reading what the chat's saying. And guys, I'm gonna end this live stream pretty soon because my eyes are starting to get low, and I'm about to have to put my windows down, man. I have one more night, day 13. Boom. Stack constitutional money such as gold. Okay, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. And honestly, gold's been going crazy lately, guys. I've been doing my research, man. A lot of people have been putting their faith in either gold or crypto because you guys already know, right? The dollar's losing its value. The dollar's losing its value faster than ever. We're printing money like there's no tomorrow. Now, the reason why I wanted to do research on this whole Venezuela thing is because I understand that a lot of people's going to be making money off of that, bro. But I feel like it's going to be blood money, man. I don't know, guys. Let me know what y'all think about that situation, bro. I'm all over the place, man. But just know y'all going to get a whole bunch of content from me involving myself in things that, you know, like whatever, guys. I'm into these type of things. I just want to educate you guys. You know what I mean? I like to learn about economic politics and all these things. But right now, I've just been live streaming because I want to get used to talking to you guys, right? You guys, look at how many good ideas you guys gave me. Look at the engagement, right? Hey, kiss from Jay. You guys, look. What's up? How you doing? Oh, my gosh. You guys, that makes me happy. You guys were here yesterday. We're here the next day. Corey B, keep grinding. I need this motivation, guys. When you just post a video on your channel and you just, okay, let's see how much views I get. What the fuck is that going to do for me? I need this. Guys, I use YouTube as therapy for real. And I feel like if we lock in, we show up, I'm not going to say every morning, because, you know, I got to go home to wifey. But if we lock in, we keep each other, you know what I mean, motivated. We'll pick up that shift. We'll put $1 towards that credit card debt. We'll put $1 towards that student loan. Next thing you know, you're gonna be debt free. If we have a circle full of winners, we already have a bunch of winners in the chat right now who's helping us, right? And I told you guys, stay tuned. Next Saturday, me and Uncle Frank from Frank Talks Money, we're gonna do another live stream, right? He's gonna be giving you guys a lot of gems. He's gonna teach us how to get rich, okay? And I have plans to interview a lot of people too, guys. It's up, man. Yo, get ready to see my face, baby. I don't know how I'm gonna have the time to do this though. This is why I gotta get debt free fast. But let me keep reading what the chat's saying, man. So boom, boom, boom. Christian J, good morning. Keep grinding. Thank you. Oh, Sherry. How hard is the NCLEX? Is it easier than nursing school as a whole? I feel like for me, it's different now because they changed the NCLEX. There's a whole brand new NCLEX where they use like care plans and whatever the case may be. I don't know that one. I don't know, but honestly, if you did good or well during nursing school, legitimately, you didn't use no Quizlet or Chat GBT, and you literally locked in yourself and you studied, you should pass the NCLEX no problem. That's what I gotta say. If you really put in that work, you'll pass the NCLEX no problem. NCLEX is not that hard if you pass anatomy. Yep. If you did, that's what I'm saying, guys. If you were locked in during anatomy and physiology and all your other classes, you'll do just fine, man. I pulled up to the NCLEX, man, with sweats on, bro. Sweats on. They didn't even know I belonged there. I was the only black guy there. You feel me? And man, there's like, what are you doing here? Was it sweats or pajamas? It was like over 8 years ago, so I don't remember. But yeah, man. By the grace of God, man, I was one of those who passed the 75 question. I couldn't believe it, bro. I was just checking under the computer, see what happened. I was one of the first ones done too. So guys, you can surprise yourself, man. Don't sleep on yourself. Don't sleep on your potential. Don't sleep on prayers too. Nothing's hard if you put God first, man. Super King Anthony goes, sorry I said that already. Wait, what did you say though? I want to make sure I acknowledge what everyone's saying in the chat. I don't want to leave anybody out because you guys are giving me your time. So I'm just scrolling up a little bit. All right, I can't. I did a test run drive to NCLEX site the day before. Facts. Those practice tests, guys, is everything. Those practice tests is everything. What range, what you say an RN should be making with 1 to 3 years of experience. Man, it's really up to you, man. It's really up to you. It really depends on what state you live, first and foremost. Now, when you go ahead and you get, more credentials like your CCRN, or let's say you get your bachelor's, you get your master's, you definitely get more money, all right? Like, I made sure I got me all these little credentials things, man, so that this way I could maximize my earning potential. But you could run it up just being like an associate's RN. You could run it up being an LPN, for real, right? The hours are available. They need help, right? Pain equals profit. So, like, what time was it? Well, around 2019, I was working in the hospitals. Before, I worked in a correctional facility. I worked at other places, nursing homes. But 2019, right before COVID, man, I think I was in school for my master's around that time. But, like, I wasn't done yet. But I made a lot of money during COVID. And guess what? There's a lot of new grads who just had 2-year degrees, associates. They made a lot of money. So I feel like all you need to do, man, is just pass that test, gang, and the world is yours, man. The world is really yours. Depends on the part of the country. Yes, that's a big fact too, depending on where you live, because what I hear they pay these Florida nurses, man, it's not right. That's not fair what they pay Florida nurses, man. But guys, man, I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. I hope you guys think about your goals, man. I want you guys just to write down the debt you have. Hey, thanks for the gift, guys. Thanks for the gift. Now, honestly, I'm not gonna say that though, because I did my research on that 6-7 thing, man. They said that thing's demonic. So I appreciate the gift though. I truly appreciate you, man. But guys, we gotta lock in, man. We gotta lock in. I want you to write down your debt on a piece of paper. Stare at it, right? And ask yourself today, what am I gonna do to get out of my comfort zone, right? If you're able to live stream. Okay, don't take anything too serious, because you need to have tough skin, guys. You feel me? I know a lot of people's gonna live stream like, but they cursed up my mother. Guys, man, like, what I like about nursing is it really gets you ready for the world. Because when you have patients that be beating your ass for no reason, some people spit in your face, you'll have family test your patience and stuff like that. After a while, man, you just develop some type of I love you personality regardless. Right? That's what I love about nursing. So if you could just share whatever God-given gift talent you have on the internet, whatever the case may be, man, I feel like, you'll be able to monetize your life. I mean, monetize your life, get used to the technology, don't fight the technology. You know what I mean? And get a piece of your pie. I work for the state and get a small pension plus healthcare. Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up, Marilyn. You are awesome. Thank you for always tapping into the live, giving me these gems. Thank you for sharing it with everybody in the chat, because it's really motivating and inspiring. You need tough skin in nursing. You definitely need tough skin in nursing, right? You need patience, and that will follow you guys. Don't take things too serious, right? Think about your mission, right? Think about that debt. Don't let anybody stop you. And this is why I say, when you go to the job, don't tell anybody what your plan is, because if you don't, if you go ahead and you tell people your plan at the job and you don't have tough skin, whatever cases, people's gonna talk about it. They could put you, you could put yourself in a position where you get fired because you're talking too much, man. You know what I mean? So just stay low key about your goals, write it down, man, and lock in, right? Come here, tap in with me in the morning. I'll give you the motivation you need, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do the work yourself. You're gonna have to do the work yourself. But I'm here with you, right? I'm literally in the trenches with you guys. But 5 years from now, I'm telling you guys, right? The people who's been doing the work, right? The people who's been showing here every morning, right? Doing the same shit. People's gonna see my face like, what's he doing on the internet again? He's so annoying. But 5 years from now, right? When we look back, because that's what guys, that's what always happened when you put in that work. When I was in nursing school and I was putting in that work, man, and I was in the library, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, I was looking forward, and now when I look at my life, and I'm not even trying to compare my life with my peers, but it's just different. It's just different. You got to put in the hard work today, guys. Do a little bit more today. You're going to have to sacrifice your sleep. You're going to have to sacrifice your vacations, right? You're going to have to sacrifice your vices too, all right? So let me just see. I'm just trying to have a real life conversation with you. I'm just trying to pour in whatever I can. But guys, it's about to be 9 o'clock. I think if I have to drive safely, hey, anybody here have any gems you want to say to the chat, please drop it, okay? Because I get my gems from you. I'm honestly just trying to screenshot your gems. I'm trying to remember whatever you guys have for me or for the chat. Drop it. Last thing I want to say is definitely put God first. You feel me? Definitely be positive. There's a lot of negativity in this world. And guys, try to laugh more, right? Try to decrease your stress, right? Try to decrease it, bro. You stressing too much, gang, right? So let me see. Okay, so cake is a social construct. Man, don't eat no cake then, bro. And it depends what cake you're talking about too. Don't leave the other cake alone. I want to go to school, but I have a hard time studying. Do you have tips on that? You have to find out what type of learner you are, right? You could literally ask ChatGPT to find out what type of learner you are. It can give you a simulation and test to find out what type of learner you are. Because I had to do that. I had to figure out what type of learner I am. You might be a visual learner. You might be an acoustic learner, right? You might have to like do it yourself and write stuff. You know what I mean? Find out what type of learner you are. You're on YouTube now, right? Go on YouTube. Ask the same question you asked me on YouTube and on ChatGPT, okay? And then after that, right, take it one day at a time. Add it to your schedule. Do it for 5 minutes. At least you did it. But hey, I studied for 5 minutes today. Better than 0. Do a little bit every day, guys. And that's what I'm doing here. I want to get better at speaking to people, right? I have dreams of, you know what I mean, becoming a nurse millionaire one day and going to nursing schools and motivating and inspiring nursing students on, you know what I mean? And I want to be able to speak and enunciate these words properly. So I'm going to have to do a lot of repetition. So I read a lot of books and I come in front of, you know, the internet and I speak to people and I just get in my comfort. You know what I mean? You're just going to have to keep trying. Don't be afraid of failure, guys. Try to fail more, right? Take more risks, fail more, okay? If you're afraid of studying, man, just lock in and fail more, bro. Like, are you afraid of failing a test, bro? Just keep going, bro. I did my best studying early morning hours with strong coffee facts. No vacation for years. Oh, thanks. Get back to you on it. Okay, bet. Consistency is what counts. Marilyn, you are definitely the co-host. Like I gotta. Oh, you see, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Can manage. Yeah, you're from now on. Yeah, man, you're about to be a moderator for my channel, man, because you are awesome. I love you. And I love everybody else in the chat too, man. But yeah, man, Marilyn, she gets some special props, man, because she's been holding it down for real. Consistency is what counts. Facts. It's definitely what counts. So, guys, I have one last day. Day 13 tonight. You know, I'm gonna stay up for a hot minute today because I gotta, you know what I mean, make sure wifey take a little nap. All right.